Welcome back to the Corporate Sister TV. I'm Solange Lopes and I'm the founder of the Corporate Sister website and brand. As we start a brand new year, many of us are asking ourselves the question, what career strategy should I adopt going forward? Should I really think of a way to steer my career forward, or should I just resort to keeping my head down and working extra hard, potentially harder than everyone around me, just to reap some of the benefits that I deserve? Well, if this is a question that you have asked yourselves or have overheard other women asking this themselves, well, here are a few tips that may help. Tip number one is to outline your own priorities in and outside of the workplace. Now, this may sound overly simplistic, but the reality is, especially as working women and moms, very seldom do we outline and follow our own priorities in and outside of the workplace. Instead, we tend to follow someone else's timetable, to answer to someone else's priorities or urgent matters. And this happens in and outside of the workplace. I know when I started my career, I certainly didn't consider it an option to outline and follow my own work priorities. Instead, following a path that had already been devised for me in order to reach advancement and progression in my own career. Now, hindsight being 2020, more and more women are sitting down and really outlining what truly matters to them in their careers. And in this way, they're able to build the careers and by extension, the lives that are truly aligned with their own purpose, their vision, and their values. But that only happens when we take the time to really think about what truly matters to us professionally and personally, because the two areas are really intertwined, and what to put at the forefront of our careers and our lives. I know for me and for many women, flexibility is at the top of our list to allow us to really be the best professionals, but also the best women, partners, sisters, friends, and all of the other hats that we wear day in and day out. So what are your professional and personal priorities that you'd like to put at the forefront of your career and by extension of your life? Tip number two is to address one of the biggest obstacles that stand in the way of a successful career strategy for working women and moms, and that is all of the invisible and unpaid labor that women perform in and outside of the workplace. Statistically, women have been shown to perform the largest amount of service activities in the workplace. How many women have you seen planning the baby shower at work, or the retirement party, or volunteering for most of the service activities? This happens because societally we've been socialized to perform these service activities, and the communities around us have been socialized to expect women to perform these activities. However, these activities also happen to be those that are the least rewarded, the least visible, and the least impactful in terms of career progression and advancement. So it becomes really important to address this unpaid and invisible labor in the workplace by learning to recognize it and learning to limit it in our own capacity, and also encouraging the communities around us, including managers, teams, executive management as well, to consider spreading the load of service activities at work so that it doesn't just fall on the lap of working women and moms. On the home front, this happens also and stands as a big obstacle to the professional and the personal development of working women and moms. And last but not least, tip number three is to apply the 80-20 rule. You may have already heard of the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto rule, that's largely applied in business context, but also extends to work and life. And basically, it dictates that 20% of the inputs translate into 80% of the results that we get at work and in life as well. And this principle is one that is particularly powerful in devising a successful career strategy as working women and moms, as it helps us focus on really the inputs that are most impactful for us. And those can be those skills that we are particularly gifted at, or the areas that we shine in, or those talents that we can really bring to the forefront and that can help our careers advance. So that requires really analyzing what we're good at, what type of work really produces the best outcomes for us, and to focus on those and steer away from those areas, those projects, but also those skills that really do not help us advance because they're not really aligned with our best work, our vision, and our values as well. Those are the 3 tips that I wanted to bring to your attention and suggest as we're all devising successful career strategies as we begin the new year as working women and moms. I'd be curious to know what you think of this, what your insight and feedback are in terms of devising a successful career strategy for yourself, but also helping the women around you devise a successful career strategies for themselves as well. Please email us at corporate@thecorporatesister.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.